About Terence Crawford's performance, and do you want to get a fight with him?
If the money is right, I mean...
$100 million? I heard Turkey offered you a big money already.
150.
150?
After what everyone viewed as a top performance against Madrimov, the fight between Crawford and Canelo is getting closer than ever.
Hey Floyd, what do you think about the fight, Crawford-Madrimov? You said it's going to be a good fight. You think the winner should get Canelo?
Sir.
This ain't about him right now.
However, Canelo is not just going with it, as he has asked for a big sum of money that seems like, well, a retirement plan.
You know, he gets his usual 35. He's not going to want to, take a pay cut. You know what I mean? That's a lot of money for that fight.
And as much as he has received a lot of criticism even from Mike Tyson, he's not backing down from the value, which has left Crawford and others with something to say.
Man, this fight is bullshit. Everybody knows. So no more question for this fight, man. Please. Everybody knows it's bullshit, this fight. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's been.
Now, Canelo Alvarez is open to fighting Terence Crawford, but only if he's paid the right amount. And this is not just any amount. It's a massive $150 million. Canelo is confident that fighting Crawford would be easy, especially given Crawford's recent performance against Israel Madrimov, which was met with boos from most of the other fans.
I think that'll be a good payday for Crawford, and he deserves it, from all the stuff that he's been through, especially from different promoters and all that.
Crawford, who has only had 2 big fights in his 16-year career against Madrimov and Errol Spence, isn't considered a megastar on Canelo's level, and thus doesn't command the same payday? Why not? Don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter, but for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight, easy money. If the money is right, I'm in, said Canelo Alvarez in an interview with Sway Universe.
If the numbers were right with Crawford, you'll do it.
Why not? I think Crawford don't get me wrong. He's a great fighter.
The 3-belt super middleweight champion Canelo said he respects Crawford as a fighter but feels it would be an easy fight for him at 168 pounds. Crawford, who is 36 years old, showed his limitations in his fight at 154 pounds against Madrimov. The match, held during the Riyadh season in Los Angeles, ended in a decision that many believed was influenced by home country bias. Afterward, Crawford called out Canelo in the ring, but Canelo made it clear that he would only fight if his price was met. His Excellency Turki Alalshik, who organized the Riyadh season event, may find Canelo's asking price to be more than he's willing to pay. If Alalshik can't meet Canelo's demands, he might encourage Crawford to fight Yaron Boots Ennis, who is considered the second biggest fight available for Crawford.
And there it is, guys. There it is. If somebody puts up the money, that's a big money fight, man. I mean, that's they're gonna have to. Canelo's, he gets his usual 35.
If Crawford refuses to fight Ennis, he might have to face WBC junior middleweight champion Sebastian Fundora, or the winner of the clash between interim WBC champ Serhiy Bohachuk and Virgil Ortiz Jr. However, the most lucrative and significant option for Crawford, if he can't secure the fight with Canelo, would be Ennis. Canelo's team, led by his trainer and manager Eddie Reynoso, insists that no official offer has been made for a fight with Benavidez or Crawford. Reynoso stated that neither Al Heyman of Premier Boxing Champions, Eddie Hearn of Matchroom, Bob Arum of Top Rank, nor Oscar De La Hoya of Golden Boy have proposed a fight.
As for, fans are now starting to boycott Canelo for continuing to duck you-know-who.
He emphasized that negotiations can take time and depend on various conditions being met. Amidst this, Terence Crawford fired back at Canelo's demand for an astronomical payday. In a press conference, Crawford accused Canelo of ducking the fight by setting an unrealistic price tag. "Canelo's trying to avoid me. Plain and simple," Crawford declared. "Asking for $150 million? Come on, that's just a way to get out of the fight without saying no. I'm ready to fight him anytime, anywhere. He's the one making excuses." Crawford's frustration is understandable.
They always
talking.
Everybody wants to face me. Everybody is talking about me. That's good.
Despite his impressive record, he feels that Canelo is using financial demands to sidestep a potentially challenging bout. "I've been in this game for a long time," Crawford said. "I'm always ready to step up. If Canelo thinks he can take me easily, let's get in the ring and find out. Stop hiding behind money." If Turkey decides to offer Crawford the same amount of money for fighting Fundora or the Ortiz-Bohachuk winner as he would make from a pay-per-view fight against Ennis, it could influence Crawford's decision. Canelo's confidence in an easy fight against Crawford stems from his belief in his superiority at his weight class. Despite Crawford's impressive record, Canelo feels that Crawford's recent performances don't justify a massive payday.
Why not? I think Crawford don't get me wrong. He's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight.
Crawford, on the other hand, is eager for a big fight and the substantial paycheck that would come with it. "I'm not backing down from anyone," Crawford insisted. "I respect Canelo's achievements, but that doesn't mean I'm afraid of him. He's got skills, sure, but so do I. Let's give the fans what they want. They deserve to see the best fight." However, Turki Al-Sheikh, the mastermind behind Riyadh season, has made a significant revelation regarding the potential bout. The chairman of the General Entertainment Authority disclosed that he has extended an offer to Canelo Alvarez for this highly anticipated fight.
If the money is right, why not?
How you think he did at that weight, at 154? How you think Crawford did?
You know, they are a weight class for a reason.
Speaking with DAZN, Al-Sheikh didn't hold back about the proposal. "I gave Alvarez an offer. If he's smart, he'll accept it. If they accept, we want to see this fight," Al-Sheikh stated. This statement has stirred excitement among fans and analysts, as it suggests serious progress toward making the mega fight happen. Both Alvarez and Crawford are coming off recent victories, which have only increased the anticipation for their potential clash. Canelo Alvarez secured a decisive win over Jaime Munguia, showcasing his dominance and skill.
And he's not jabbed to the body. I know he's just so comfortable right now. Here's his opportunities. He's taking it.
On the other hand, Terence Crawford edged out Israel Madrimov in a closely contested match that kept fans on the edge of their seats. These victories have set the stage for what could be one of the most significant boxing events in recent memory. Al-Sheikh's involvement in the negotiations just further showed the magnitude of this potential fight. As the driving force behind Riyadh season, he has a history of organizing high-profile events that capture global attention. His commitment to bringing Alvarez and Crawford together in the ring is a testament to his vision for elevating the sport of boxing.
Virgil Ortiz versus Terence Crawford.
Yeah, if they accept, we want to see this fight, and I want to see Shakur Zubaydah.
The offer made to Canelo Alvarez indicates that all parties are seriously considering the feasibility of this bout. Al-Sheikh's confidence that Alvarez will accept the offer suggests that negotiations are progressing favorably. If the fight is finalized, it would undoubtedly be a historic event, drawing massive viewership and generating significant revenue. For Alvarez, accepting the offer would mean adding another high-profile victory to his already illustrious career. Known for his formidable skill and strategic prowess, Canelo has consistently proven himself against top-tier opponents. A win against Crawford would further cement his legacy as one of the greatest boxers of his generation.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds.
Terence Crawford, on the other hand, has been eager to face a marquee opponent like Alvarez. Despite his impressive record, Crawford has often been criticized for not facing enough elite-level competition. A fight against Canelo would silence those critics and offer Crawford an opportunity to showcase his talents on the biggest stage. Well, this problem is not only faced by Crawford. Another big name that has been in the mix is Benavidez. Now, if you ask undisputed super middleweight champion Canelo Alvarez about fighting unbeaten former two-time champion David Benavidez, be prepared for a salty and dismissive reply. Canelo isn't keen on the idea, and he's making it clear that if fans want to see this fight, it's going to cost a lot. Recently, after a press conference in Los Angeles for his upcoming fight against Jaime Munguia on May 4th, Canelo addressed rumors about a potential fight with Benavidez. Benavidez's promoter, Samson Lukowicz, had claimed they offered Canelo $55 million to accept the fight. But Canelo denied these reports, saying, "No, nothing is true. I don't know where you got that. Never, never, never. Not that I know, and I know everything. He offered that amount," he says. "That amount I can make with anybody. That has nothing."
I just got done watching the Jaime Munguia Canelo fight. Was a good fight. It didn't win exactly how I expected, but hats off to both fighters.
Canelo's dismissal of Benavidez isn't new. He doesn't believe Benavidez brings anything substantial to the table. According to Canelo, he brings just 25 pounds more on that night. That's it. It's not him because he has nothing to offer me. Anything. I'm the one. But if one promoter who I work with comes and offers me $150 million to $200 million, I'll fight tomorrow. That's the only reason I would fight with him, because the only thing he brings to the table is 25 pounds.
He brings just 25 pounds more in the night, the fight on the night. That's it. I don't need to fight anybody.
The 25 pounds Canelo refers to is the weight Benavidez rehydrated to after making the 168-pound limit for his fight against Demetrius Andrade in November. Benavidez has earned the nickname The Monster from Hall of Famer Mike Tyson and has become a significant force in the division after defeating Caleb Plant and Andrade in 2023. Despite his impressive record, Benavidez has struggled to secure a fight with Canelo. He has called out Canelo multiple times, but the title fight remains elusive. Experts believe Benavidez's size, speed, power, and aggressiveness could pose a challenge for Canelo. However, Canelo, now 33, seems to be biding his time while Benavidez continues to improve. This isn't the first time Canelo has faced criticism for his matchmaking.
So I hear the real people say, if it happens, that means he's ducking David Benavidez for sure.
He made Gennady Golovkin wait 2 years before their first fight in 2017 when Golovkin was 35. I don't need to fight anybody, Canelo said. I don't need to prove to anybody anything because I remember when this happened with Golovkin. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. This fight with Jaime Munguia, you need to respect this because this fight is more important than those other fights. It is what it is. And I remember when you guys are always asking me for Golovkin, and then I fight Golovkin. And then it's Billy Joe Saunders. And then it's Caleb Plant. And then... So never is enough for you guys. I don't need to prove anything to anyone anymore. I've done everything in my career.
So it is what it is. And you remember when you guys asking me for Golovkin and I fought with Golovkin and then Callum Smith and then Billy Joe Saunders and then Caleb Plant and then so.
Canelo's response marks a shift from his earlier persona. In 2021, he completed a remarkable stretch of 4 wins in 11 months, defeating 3 unbeaten champions to become the first 4-belt undisputed king at super middleweight. He then moved up to 175 pounds to challenge Dimitri Bivol, though he lost that fight in 2022. He even considered moving up to cruiserweight, but that never happened. Given Canelo's history of taking on tough challenges, many expected him to fight Benavidez without hesitation. However, Canelo surprised the boxing world by ending his 3-fight deal with Al Haymon's Premier Boxing Champions after just 1 fight. He explored other offers but ultimately returned to Haymon to secure the Munguia bout in a 1-fight deal with PBC, which also represents Benavidez. I'm happy to work with everybody. I'm happy to work with Al Haymon and he's happy to work with me, Canelo said.
Triple jab by Munguia going downstairs. Munguia trying to find some momentum, find some success.
Canelo just turned him and turn it in.
If something happens, or if there is something more important for me to do, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to be good with Haymon, with everybody. I like to work with everybody, and they know I am very disciplined and a hard worker. That's why I can do everything. Earlier on, Mike Tyson criticized Canelo for avoiding Benavidez, questioning whether he was afraid to take the fight. Canelo responded to Tyson's comments by saying, "I would respect Tyson's opinion if he was sober." Canelo's fight against Munguia is set to be a significant event, but the potential clash with Benavidez remains a hot topic. Everyone now is eager to see if Canelo will eventually take on the Monster or Crawford, or if the high price tag will keep this fight from happening.
I love how the Saudi Arabian government and the people, the royal families, throwing
the way they spend their money.
And they want to do Terence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez. I'm all in. All in.
Yeah. What's even more interesting is that Canelo's hefty sum for fighting David Benavidez far exceeds his biggest payday, the reported $80 million he received for his bout with Floyd Mayweather in 2013. This demand has led to speculations about Canelo's intentions. Benavidez shares the same view with Crawford that Canelo is trying to avoid the fight by making unrealistic demands. In a furious Instagram reply, Benavidez told Canelo to buy a pair of nuts, questioning why Canelo would demand such a high amount if he truly believes Benavidez has nothing to offer.
I don't really like to bash somebody because at the end of the day, I give respect to Canelo. He's a great fighter.
Yeah.
He's one of the best Mexican fighters of all time.
But wanting to fight him, David, is not bashing him.
Yeah.
He wrote, "If I have nothing to offer, then why are you demanding 150, 200 million to fight someone who isn't worth anything? Hopefully after you make that 150 million, you have enough left over to buy a pair of nuts." Benavidez's manager, Samson Lukowicz, added to the controversy by claiming in a since-deleted tweet that Al Haymon's PBC had offered Canelo $55 million to fight his client. However, Canelo's trainer and manager, Eddie Reynoso, insists this was not the case. Reynoso told ESPN Mexico, "The reality is that none of the big promoters, not Al Haymon from Premier Boxing Champions, not Eddie Hearn from Matchroom, not Bob Arum from Top Rank, and not even Oscar De La Hoya from Golden Boy have given me an offer to fight Benavidez, and certainly not Terence Crawford." Reynoso explained that the fight with Benavidez might take time or may never happen, depending on various factors. He mentioned that some highly anticipated fights in boxing history never occurred, such as Lennox Lewis versus Riddick Bowe, Julio Cesar Chavez versus Terry Norris, and Eric Morales versus Juan Manuel Marquez.
A David Benavidez fight, simply because they said, why would we duck David Benavidez if we fought this man, Floyd Mayweather Jr.? Well, Floyd Mayweather Jr. was 36 going on 37 years of age.
Despite these fights not happening, the fighters still achieved Hall of Fame status. Reynoso also noted that some fights, like Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, took a long time to materialize but eventually did. He emphasized that there is no fear among the fighters, they just wait for the right conditions to be met. Moreover, as of March, Benavidez has made Canelo's WBC mandatory at 168 pounds. This gives him several options for his next fight if he continues his winning streak. The tension between Canelo and Benavidez continues to build, with both sides making bold statements and accusations. Fans are left wondering if this highly anticipated fight will ever happen, considering the significant financial demands and the complex dynamics between the fighters and their promoters. For now, Benavidez remains focused on his upcoming fights, aiming to secure his position and prove his worth in the boxing world.
Can Terence "Bud" Crawford beat Canelo Alvarez? I believe he could have a chance with him because he's a better boxer than.
As of now, Canelo Alvarez is set to face Edgar Berlanga on September 14th at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. With the much anticipated bout just a month away, both boxers recently faced off in a media event. However, their recent face-off certainly did not entertain fans a lot. Soon after that, fans rallied into the comment section to record their reactions. One of the fans wrote, "Canelo just had to laugh, easiest payday of his career."
A lot of people are saying that that Canelo's declining a little bit. I don't see that, man. I think that dude's a legend for a reason. You know what I'm saying? He put in that work to where he's at now. So he knows what's up ahead of him.
While most of the fans felt Canelo had booked the easiest payday by facing Berlanga, one of them had a different opinion. He wrote, "Berlanga literally hit the lottery. He has no business sharing the ring with Ginger, but he's getting the biggest payday of his life." Although Berlanga's recent face-off with Canelo felt like the former was confident, another fan claimed, "Berlanga looks confident, and I like that, but it doesn't change the fact that the fight is over whenever Canelo decides LOL." There was another fan who wasn't really impressed with Berlanga wearing jewelry. He wrote, "I'm sorry bro, but the jewelry not gone will help you shine on fight night LOL." Ever since Canelo announced facing Berlanga, there had been debates about whether Terence Crawford or David Benavidez were better options to face the Mexican. One of the fans pointed this out and wrote, "I think we can all say Benavidez or Crawford would have been a more interesting fight than this."
Yes, I know, but the level of opponents is a different. Canelo has experience, Berlanga he doesn't have, and then this is the difference. I think the pressure is for Berlanga.
One of the boxing fans felt Berlanga has done absolutely nothing to deserve this fight. Well, whatever the fans feel now, Canelo will face Berlanga and put his WBA, WBC, and WBO super middleweight titles on the line. Canelo Alvarez's decision to face Edgar Berlanga has sparked widespread reactions and discussions among fans and pundits. The upcoming fight is seen by many as an easy payday for Canelo, who has established himself as one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the world. His record and achievements speak volumes about his skills and determination in the ring. However, Berlanga, who is relatively new to the big stage, has caught the attention of many due to his impressive knockout streak early in his career. The face-off event, which was supposed to build excitement for the fight, ended up receiving mixed reactions. Some fans felt it lacked the intensity and drama usually associated with such events. The general sentiment was that Berlanga, despite his confidence, is not in the same league as Canelo. Many believe that Canelo's experience and skill will be too much for Berlanga to handle. The comments on social media reflect the divided opinions among boxing enthusiasts. While some are excited to see Berlanga get a shot at the big leagues, others feel that more deserving fighters like Terence Crawford or David Benavidez should have been given the opportunity. Crawford, in particular, has been making waves in the boxing world, and a fight between him and Canelo would have undoubtedly been a massive draw.